Good morning. I want to ask you, have you ever gone on a long car ride or a trip with your parents or your family? I have. I remember when I was about, I think 9 years old, we decided to take a trip to Colorado. It took us 16 hours to get there straight, and my brothers and sisters and I were kind of complained along the way. We're hungry. When can we eat? When can we stop and get something to eat, Mom and Dad? Or are we there yet? Kind of sounds similar to what the people here in this Bible story are asking God. They're tired. They're grumpy. They've been traveling for a long time, and they're hungry, and they're worried. It's a little similar to what we're going through right now with this pandemic on certain in different ways. It's different for everyone, but I know we've felt sad sometimes and worried and maybe even a little bit angry. I want to share with you a story today that's narrated by Dr. Jane Goodall. It's called What Happened When We All Stopped. It's a story of how in the moment of this isolation during this pandemic, something that we had forgotten creeps in, and we start remembering how to live on this planet. Here's the story.
It starts as a whisper, a word on the air. It can't quite be heard, but you know that it's there. As gentle as sunlight, as tenacious as hail, in its route to the heart, it could not but prevail. And the people looked up from their day-to-day tasks, their day-to-day jobs, and their day-to-day masks. They heard, or they felt, where the whisper could lead, and they looked with eyes wide at what that might mean. And once they could see it, they hadn't a chance to resist the sweet song of the deep spell it cast. But the feeling it brought them at first glance was pain, as they lifted their eyes on the land they had claimed, since they saw at last, as if raised from a dream, they were almost alone on the land and the sea. For the trees had almost gone, and the bees had almost gone, and the creatures in their shells by the seas had almost gone, and the people felt sad as they saw their new earth, but they knew this was it, one wild chance for rebirth. Breaking new ground, seeds rolling down, smell of the earth on your hands and your brow. No time for sorrow, we're building tomorrow. The sound of things growing now keeps us around. As the wildness grows and the deep wood grows, and the sense that the future's come to meet you grows, there's no chance we can rest. We must do our best. This moment can lead us back home. That's our test. It starts as a whisper, a word on the air. It can't quite be heard, but you know that it's there. It then spoke like thunder until we all moved, and we could, and we did, and it's done.